Hey guys, Astaroth here, and today we're jumping into another video. We're just going to play some quick play and talk about the state of competitive Overwatch at the moment. So Blizzard recently added competitive to Overwatch, and it's awesome fun. It's great to play, and it was great to play solo queue and as a group, and it was lots of fun. I played my placement matches, and that was totally fine. I went 7-3 somehow solo queue, which was insanely lucky. I later found out as all my friends sort of went 5-5, 4-5 as part or 4-6 as part of teams. So I was quite lucky with what I got in terms of that, and I got placed around the 53 mark, I think, which I was happy with. I was happy getting that. That seemed good to me. Um, and to me, it's way more fun than quick play. However, there are lots of issues, and I think now that I've played a few games and gone past my placement matches and actually I've been moving up and down ranks, I've realised how unfair the system is. So, first of all, the main issue I have with it is that supports get ruined. So, if you play support in your placement matches, there was a team that played a six-man team that played. They're all pro players, and most of them got placed around the 70 mark, 70, 75. And one guy, the dedicated support, got placed at 60 or 61 or whatever. And that to me is really unfair. The system they use to determine it is they see how well you did as a player compared to all the other players of your hero in that game. So for example, if I get 20 kills as Hanzo, and then the enemy Hanzo or another Hanzo on my team gets 10, I theoretically did twice as good, and therefore I'll get twice the rating. So that's how it should work. But that means for a team that's winning, that team there, for example, they all got 70s. They were winning, they didn't need much healing. So the Mercy that was healing them didn't do much healing and didn't res them very often. And that meant that their stats were much lower. So they got a much lower rating, which really was hugely unfair to them. So that was a massive issue. Not that it affected me as much. I mean, I played supports a little, and I tend to play support more because it's a role I'm more comfortable in. For example, Lucio, or I'm not really comfortable with Mercy, but definitely with supports like Lucio. Lucio was a very easy to get into character that I play quite a lot because he's easy enough for me to get into. So I did that, but I got a reasonably high rank anyway. There's also the issue that if an enemy player leaves, so you played a 40-minute competitive match, and then at the end of all that, someone on the enemy team leaves, you get a much lower rating. You get much less XP and rewards from that game than you should, because obviously there were only 5 people in that game, so you shouldn't have got as big a reward. And that, to me, is another big issue. Like, if you've played a 40 or 50-minute game and you don't get full credit for what you did, and that length of time you played for, that to me makes no sense and should not be a thing. So that will definitely be fixed, I imagine. I couldn't miss. So those are some big issues with competitive as it stands now, and they tend to make solo queue just pointless. Because as soon as you start trying to solo queue, and you solo queue, you queue up in a team that's not coordinated, and you just can't do anything, and then you lose and you lose and you lose, and then it just doesn't go anywhere. And even if you do win, people are likely to lose because they felt they didn't do well, or they feel like it was unfair, and then you just don't get the recognition you deserve. So it does not really reward anyone except the best of the best to play in a 6-man queue. So, and that's not how competitive Overwatch to me should be. It should be about you can play however you want to play the game, whether that be solo or group queue. So there are solutions for this. For example, if they made 2 different queues, one for solo and one for group, that would make the system much more fair, I think. But I don't know if they want. I don't know if they want to do that. I mean, Jeff Kaplan has said in the past that he doesn't want to make separate queues. He wants to have it as all one. I'm so dead. Yep, right. So he wants to keep it as all one queue, which is, I mean, it's fair. It means less wait times, which makes it, in theory, better and quicker. But it doesn't really fix those issues. They also need to change it so that you get the full reward even if enemies leave, because that is just too hard. It's not good game design. It doesn't work. The other issue we have is competitive Overwatch as an esport. Because at the moment, all of competitive play, all of the competitions that we've had so far, you see one team comp, and then the enemy team will mirror that. And that is just not good for viewership. Like, no one wants to watch the same team comp versus, like, one team comp versus the exact same team comp, purely because all they want to do is mirror, because that's the best way to beat it. So, I definitely think that the competitive Overwatch in an esports scene needs a lot of work in terms of balancing heroes and making the game a lot more fair in that sense. However, in its current form, competitive Overwatch in the game is a lot of fun. Like, so much fun. However, it punishes solo queuers way too much. And I personally am a solo queue a lot. It tends to be my main way of playing. I have people that I could play with, but they're not always online. It's difficult to find groups a lot of the time, so I definitely tend to play solo queue a lot of the time. But yeah, that's just all I'd like to discuss really on competitive Overwatch. And as I say, competitive Overwatch is awesome. You get all the awesome moments. You get amazing experiences in the game. It's just not always good. Anyway, we'll just finish this game out here. My mouse just froze, so I couldn't hit that guy. Great, I just couldn't kill the Roadhog because my mouse just froze up. I love it when that happens. So, I'm not doing well here. This one I switched. Widow might be better here. I'll just use my ultimate as well, so not too much of an issue. And we'll see what we can get done here. But yeah, at the moment I'm just going to play quick play because competitive isn't really worth it for me. This stage. Wow, you're so weak. Trina jump. Why have we got two tracers? Makes no sense to me. Like, this is obviously not a competitive team. In terms of competitive play, this is totally not the way you want to go about it. But then that's the issue. Like, I mean, I know Tracer was seen quite a bit before, but yeah, I think there are a lot of issues with competitive Overwatch. And to be fair, there are several issues with Overwatch in general that cause issues. So it's not just the competitive mode that's an issue, but the main issue at the moment with the game, considering competitive is the main mode that everyone wants to play just now, there are too many issues for it to be a... I'm gonna die here. I got my tire though, that was... Right, if support's dead, let's push now. I'm dead. I just ulted behind a barrel, make it swat. Having said all this and criticised competitive a lot, I think that this is only the first season, so it's likely that all of these problems will be fixed by the second season. And if they're not, then I think at that point the community is going to start really getting trying to get their word put into Blizzard and saying, look, this is not acceptable. This is not the state we need Overwatch to be in as a competitively viable game. It's not something that can happen. So hopefully Blizzard will fix all these, and I'm sure Jeff Kaplan will make a statement on this at some point in the near future, talking about all these issues. He already mentioned and talked about the issue with control point maps that was in the game a while ago. So he's already fixing issues like this. So, and the development team of Blizzard are the best team, are the best game development team that I know for fixing issues like this. So hopefully they can fix that, and it won't be an issue. You're dead. We need to push this point right now.
I don't tolerate defeat. Get on the attack.
Wow, first point. Oh well, we lost. But I mean, that was just a quick commentary talking about the state of competitive Overwatch and what I think needs changed. Lots of people are making these videos all across YouTube. They're everywhere. But I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. Yeah, I've been Astaroth, and I'll see you next time. We'll watch this quick play of the game. As the Freeze where he just went shielded by Zarya and was like, yep, I knew, killed 2 people. And got tracer bombed and died. So, and then got instantly raised. That's why he was alive. I didn't know. Cue the game. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.